I opened Yoga Vida on Valentine's Day 2000 and had no idea what I was getting into or why I was getting into it, but it was one of those life decisions that there wasn't another option. It just seemed like the time and the place and everything came together. I'd been living in Tucson for 15 years and it seemed like everyone I knew from every phase of my life came together and helped build this space and this community. It's certainly evolved. I didn't know what I was getting into when I started, but the essential thing for me is that it's a safe and beautiful place for people to do the very difficult work of going in and looking around, and that journey, whatever it is. For some people it's purely physical, and for others they have the magic of opening into a spiritual process of discovering yoga and meditation, and Yoga Vida facilitates it.
Yoga Vida is a little bit like the old Cheers show where everyone knows your name, if you want them to. So people walk in and they're very much a part of the family instantly if you want to be a part of the family. But I practiced yoga for a long time, and sometimes you just want to come and go and not be involved, and so people can do that too.
I'm Michael Williams. I am a dance professor at the University of Arizona. I do Bikram yoga because it helps keep me flexible and fit for what I do at work. I'm a 40-year diabetic. I lost my sister to that disease, and this particular Bikram yoga practice is very cardiovascular, and it really has helped my diabetes immensely, as well as I had arthritis pretty badly and was on constant anti-inflammatories, and since I've been doing this I no longer have arthritis symptoms and I am off anti-inflammatories, and my diabetes is great, and I really love the practice.
My name is Deborah, and I've been practicing Bikram yoga for a year and a half. I think that it teaches you on a really inner level how to deal with hardship and stress, and that transfers to all aspects of life, just being able to breathe through things that are difficult and kind of just able then to let it go and to not stress about the things that don't matter, and really kind of look at where you're at today, just like you look at where you're at in your yoga practice and you pay attention. I think it teaches you to pay attention to what's going on around you and inside you, and I think it's fantastic.
I'm doing the Bikram Challenge, and the Bikram Challenge is 60 days. The reason I'm doing it is it's for general fitness, you know, it's good for my muscles, my bones, my endocrine system, things like that. I like that it's regimented, and I like the heat, and I like the sweat. And I read a lot of studies that it's actually very good for you in terms of releasing toxins and things like that. So I work full-time. At my job I sit up all day, so you get a lot of back tension, and I feel good at my job, so it makes every day go by a little bit better. At first it was a little bit intense, you know, there's moments where you feel, you know, when is this going to end? But now it's kind of like you get out and it feels like you spend the entire day at a day spa, so I really like it.
My name is Patty Howard, and I began attending Bikram yoga here at Yoga Vida regularly in May when I started the Bikram Challenge with my 16-year-old daughter. So we spent the summer together sweltering in Bikram yoga, and I'm addicted. What I notice is that it stays with me in a way that other workouts haven't, other things haven't. I'm developing, I'm practicing a calmness that I'm really attributing to this. In order to meet the challenge, I went to other studios out of town, and the Bikram method's great and all the instructors were great, but I have never found a place like this particular studio and these particular instructors. You know, they're really phenomenal here. Not always easy in the hot room. I mean, sometimes I walk in and I think, what the heck am I thinking? But then I'll get into it and it's amazing. There's a real life lesson. If you just take one pose at a time, you sort of carry that out into life, and you just sort of take one thing at a time. And that's been the magic for me.
I have a very favorite Rumi poem about a chickpea, and the chickpea tries to jump out of the fire, out of the pan, and the cook bats him down with the spoon, and the chickpea says, "Why are you trying to torture me?" And the cook says, I'm not torturing you, I'm tenderizing you, and I'm going to mix you with the spices and the rice, and you'll be able to feed human nature and create vitality. And I really think that's what we're doing. It's a simple process of 26 poses, 90-minute class in a hot room, but it's magical, and it creates a really nourishing stew for people. And I think they go out and they make their world and their families and their communities better. And it's proud work and humbling work. And that's what Yoga Vida is.